Well guys, it's official. The Jeep Wagoneer nameplate has officially been canceled. Now, if you are familiar with the Jeep lineup, the Wagoneer has been the full-size SUV in the Jeep lineup for the last few years. It was introduced back in 2022 with the Wagoneer and the Grand Wagoneer, and we were all expecting a refresh model for the 2026 model year. But instead of a refresh model, we actually got a little bit of an elimination of a model. The Wagoneer is no longer, and the only option is now a Grand Wagoneer. Now, there was always a lot of confusion between the difference of a Wagoneer and a Grand Wagoneer, so this actually is going to be simplifying this vehicle back here. So it's only going to be offered in the Grand Wagoneer option, but the trim and starting pricing is going to be the same as the Wagoneer. So we're no longer going to have this ultra luxury competing with a Cadillac Escalade Grand Wagoneer that we've had in the past. It's just going to be a standard full-size SUV kind of lineup, competing with your Tahoe and your Expedition, coming with, you know, the Hurricane engine. But the biggest announcement is that the new Grand Wagoneer in the next year or so is going to be offering the new range extended EV option, which is the same thing that they're doing in the Ram 1500 half-ton trucks, where it's going to have a 3.6 liter V6 as a generator, giving power to a battery pack, and it's also going to be chargeable. With the Grand Wagoneer is going to have about 510 miles of range, which is pretty dang good for a full-size SUV, and you can always just fill it up with gas and keep on going. You never have to plug it in if you really don't want to. It just extends your range and reduces your fuel cost. But anyways, going back to the 2026 Wagoneer, it does have a facelift. It's going to be a Grand Wagoneer, like I said. There's going to be a ton of different trims and options available in these, so you can spec them out however fancy you want, all the way up to a Summit. So they're going to some more traditional, well-known trim names, which is going to be making things much simpler for the full-size SUV that is offered by Jeep. And I think this is going to be a great change that is going to be big and make a big difference on being able to get this vehicle out there more than it has been in the past. Let me know down in the comments, is this the change that needed to happen for the Grand Wagoneer Jeep to make a dent in the full-size SUV market? Let me know what your thoughts are, and for more content like this, follow your car expert.